So yeah, you have new numbers in, and and these are the numbers for if 1.35 million. This may seem pretty bad, but again, this is a family movie. We'll not be using the word kids like some YouTubers do. Okay, just because something is aimed for everybody doesn't mean only kids can watch it. Okay, that is still a stupid idea calling a movie a kids movie when really anybody can watch the movie. If I'm not gonna watch it, but basically it's Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, but it's live action. Don't call and don't go, I wouldn't be surprised if they call it live action animation hybrid because it's a cartoon characters. But they won't call Guardians of the Galaxy. They won't call Godzilla live action animation hybrid. They won't call any of the gigantic CGI fests that they make all the Marvel movies with like CGI characters. You know, Even stuff like motion capture could be said live action animated hybrid. So it means Alita and Planet of the Apes series, the newer movies, are live action CGI hybrids. Okay? But they won't consider those because it's realistic and not cartoon, so it's not live action animation hybrid. Okay? Of course, I think any movie featuring like a CGI character should be considered live action animation hybrid. So yes, that means yes, by definition, if and Sonic are live action animation hybrid. But the fact that this genre is only resolved for family movies is absolutely absurd. Because something like Godzilla, Planet of the Apes, Alita, and Guardians of the Galaxy series should be considered live action animation hybrids as well. With the heavy use of having CGI characters be a focal point of the story. Godzilla movies, of course, having the giant CGI kaijus, which are basically the focal point of the story. Or, Alita, you see, was basically a CGI character. And Planet of the Apes, focus being on the CGI apes. They did use real people for those characters, using motion capture, but again, they still had to use CGI to count them into apes. It wasn't that complicated. And of course, let's not forget the fact that, Rocket and Groot exist, which also are using motion capture, but again, they had the CGI, the characters to look like that. Okay? And yeah. But we're done with the small rant there. But the characters are live action animation hybrids as well. Okay. I think Sonic is a completely CGI character. Like, there's no, like, motion capture with Sonic. Nick, like, he was actually completely CGI'd in there. But so was, and motion capture is CGI, okay? You're using motion capture to create a character that doesn't exist, okay? So basically, comparing this to ifs close to CGI. Yes, here. Here we go. Live action animation hybrid. Yeah, but they won't. They're actually using Toon hybrid now. They probably realized that the term they kept using animation hybrid is, they can't use that term anymore because me and many others have debunked the whole idea of, animation hybrids are only cartoons, okay? At least if they're using cartoon hybrid, it makes way more sense, okay, than animation live action hybrid. Because every CGI character, even something, in a live action movie, would be considered live action animation hybrid. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. Close to Zootopia's 1.7 million and Brasserie is 1.5 million. So yeah, animated movies and family movies typically have lower previews. And people say, but we're not gonna watch the movie because I don't think Rotten Tomatoes is gonna really harm this score. It's funny, family movies are like the last genre of movies that really can pull a non-franchise movie and make it a massive success. Okay, Zootopia, Boss Baby, Coco, were all very recent, non-IP movies that were successful. The Bad Guys, okay. Strangers Chapter 1 is a reboot that no one asked for, and no one's gonna watch it. Yeah, Lionsgate, you really sort of realize this. And also, this movie was only created in 5 months, so the budget probably almost cost nothing to make, which means Lionsgate will make money. Yeah, it's an $8.5 million budgeted movie. Also, If has a $110 million budget. Also, the Amy Winehouse movie is gonna flop. Yep. They really think that Amy Winehouse, like, people really care about her, but mostly no one. I don't know anyone who listens to that Amy Winehouse. Also, people don't like the movie either, and no one wants to see it. I'm not too surprised. Also, Planet of the Apes is doing very similar. Caleb Planet of the Apes is doing very similar of a comparison to War of the Planet of the Apes. So, my box office predictions were correct. That's going to do very close to War of the Planet of the Apes. It might not outgross it, but it will do very close to War of the Planet of the Apes as well. So this is going to be a very, very big weekend. Even though there's be two flops and one flop, one hit, because I think Strangers will break even at the very end of its box office run, and If will probably be a hit movie, which is something that Hollywood is dying to have. Okay, this year hasn't been too bad. Godzilla was a hit. Kung Fu Panda and Dune were hits. Oh, not Ghostbusters. Sorry to Ghostbusters fans, but yeah, it seems that Hollywood, at least of profits, is doing better. Okay, I got the Phantom Menace. It's like the Hollywood is dying. Okay, yes, Hollywood still has a problem with getting people to watch non-franchise movies. Okay, they still have this problem of getting people to see something that isn't a sequel or an IP. There was a franchise movie that did release, but no one liked it. It's a reboot of like some horror movie, and absolutely no one likes it. Okay, 1.42 million in previews. Okay, not very good, but again, I don't think Lionsgate was expecting to make like $400 million off of this movie. They only make the movie like in like 5 months, and then it was Back to Black, which that's gonna be a massive failure. Okay, I can't wait for the Michael Jackson one. A singer that people actually care about, or how the Queen one was so successful, because Freddie Mercury and Queen were a band that people actually cared about. Okay, I know this will piss off people who like Amy Winehouse, but not many people really. I don't really know many people who like Amy Winehouse. Maybe I should do a poll. Do you like Amy Winehouse? And I put yes and no, or who. That's what I should do. But yeah, first we're gonna do the If one. Do people actually like If? Is If a good movie? Is it worth seeing? Because I really want to know people's thoughts in the comments below. But yeah, that's about this video here. Goodbye.